So Spain is famously known for paella, which is a classic rice dish that hails from the beautiful region of Valencia, which happens to be where I was born. Anyways, with that being said, today we're making a very simple seafood paella that's not only very easy to make, but it's the kind of food that with each bite, you're going to be transported to beautiful España. Now the beauty of this recipe, besides the fact that it's made with just a handful of ingredients, is that it comes together in just 40 minutes, yet the flavors feel like they've been simmering for hours. Folks serve this very simple seafood paella next to a crunchy baguette and a bottle of Spanish wine. More specifically from the region of Tierra, you're gonna have yourself the best moment of your day. Alright, let's just dive right into this. I'm gonna heat a paella pan with a medium heat. The size of the pan that I'm using is 12 inches in diameter, which is 30 centimeters. And I'm gonna add in 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 45 milliliters. While the oil is heating, I'm gonna finely chop 1 small onion, roughly chop 5 cloves of garlic, and finely chop 1 red bell pepper. Then we'll add the chopped ingredients into the paella pan. And we'll mix them around. That way they're all coated in the olive oil. And as you know, I like to mix this around continuously. That way everything evenly sautés. After 3 to 4 minutes, and the vegetables are lightly sauteed, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is 2.5 grams. And we'll give it a quick mix, that way that paprika is evenly coating all the vegetables. As always, the Spanish paprika I'm using is from Kiva. Link where you can get some in the description box below, and if you buy it from that link, you also get 25% off your order. Then we'll add in half a cup of tomato sauce, which is 120 grams. As always, I made my sauce by finely grating fresh tomatoes, but you can also use canned tomato sauce here, or even passata. And we'll season everything with sea salt and just a kiss of freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together, and then simmer it for a few minutes. After 3 to 4 minutes, and the tomato sauce has slightly thickened, I'm going to add in 3 cups of fish broth, which is 720 milliliters. Link where you can get the Spanish fish broth I'm using from Barcelona in the description box below. We'll also pinch in a 1/4 teaspoon of saffron threads, which is 0.17 grams. Link where you can get the golden saffron I'm using in the description box below as well. And we'll turn it up to a high heat and give it a gentle mix. Once it comes to a boil, it's time to add in the rice. I'm going to measure out 1 cup of rice, which is 190 grams, and add it into the paella pan. For this recipe, I'm using Spanish round rice, which is the one that's typically used to make paella, very similar to arborio rice. Of course, you can use whatever rice you like here. Just make sure to check the rice package instructions. That way your rice to liquid ratios are right on the money. And we'll give it 1 final mix. That way the rice is evenly distributed. And like I've told you in the past, when you're making a paella, since it's a dry style rice, you don't want to overmix it. Otherwise it's going to start releasing its starch and lose its beautiful texture. While the rice is cooking, let's start getting our seafood ready. I'm going to add in 2 cod fillets over some paper towels and pat them completely dry. The size of the fillets I'm using are 7 ounces, which is 200 grams each. And I am using cod that are about frozen and thawed out, but you can also use the fresh stuff here, as well as any other type of firm white fish. Then we'll season the cod with sea salt and just a kiss of freshly cracked black pepper. And then cut each fillet into small bite-sized pieces. And we'll also add in half a pound of raw jumbo shrimp over some paper towels, which is 225 grams, and pat the shrimp completely dry. I'm using red Argentinian shrimp that I bought frozen and thawed out and already peeled and deveined, but you can use whatever type of shrimp you like. And we'll season the shrimp with sea salt, and once again just a kiss of freshly cracked black pepper. Okay, let's move back to the paella. After simmering the rice for about 10 minutes, and you can see a lot of that broth has been absorbed, but there's still plenty of liquid left, we'll lower the fire to a low-medium heat, and we'll add in our chunks of cod and our shrimp. And you want to make sure all the seafood is evenly spread out. And we're going to simmer this for another 8 to 10 minutes or until that rice and seafood are just cooked through. After 8 to 10 minutes and there's virtually no broth left in the pan, it's time to achieve the socorat, which is that famous layer of caramelized burnt rice underneath. I'm going to hit this to a medium-high heat and go between 1 to 2 minutes. After a couple minutes, we'll remove the pan from the heat, then cover it with some foil paper and a dishcloth and let it sit there for a few minutes. You know, by trapping that steam in there, it's going to ensure that each grain of rice is perfectly cooked through. After about 2 to 3 minutes, we'll uncover the pan and garnish with lemon wedges and some fresh parsley. Check it out, our very simple Spanish seafood paella is done. Beautiful presentation, super easy to make, and all done in just 40 minutes. Let's give it a try and see how it turned out. Check it out, folks, una paella de mariscos. This I am so excited to try because it smells so amazing in here. Even a little bit of chocolate. Here we go. It was an enormous bite. I tell you, I've had this rice dish so many times in my life, and every time I have it, it surprises me how good it is. The combination of that paprika and saffron is absolutely beautiful. Your rice is right on the money, and that seafood, that lift of goodness. You saw this so easy to make, and done in about 40 minutes. You're gonna try it home, once again, extra crunchy baguette, and a bottle of Spanish wine from Mariscos, you're gonna have yourself an instant trip to beautiful España. Real quick before I go, shout out to a couple of my patrons, Dr. Michael Barbitz, Jesper Halloum, Jim Owens, and Clarence Bolin. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way we can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.